Raider Nation? Let me ask you something. What if I told you the Las Vegas Raiders might be on the verge of adding a serious deep threat, or even a proven superstar wide receiver to completely transform this offense? Because right now, as free agency approaches, there are two names generating major buzz around the league. Two very different receivers, two very different stories, but both potentially heading toward Las Vegas. What's up, Raider Nation? It's Victor, and welcome back to Raiders Nation Update, the channel where we break down everything happening with the silver and black from the perspective of someone who lives and breathes Raiders football. But before we get into this, I need to ask you something. If you're a real Raiders fan, smash that like button right now and subscribe to the channel. We're pushing hard to hit 2,000 subscribers, and only the true members of Raider Nation are helping this channel grow. So if you bleed silver and black like I do, hit subscribe and join the family. Now let's talk about what could be a massive turning point for this offense. Because everyone knows the Raiders are preparing to bring in a new franchise quarterback with the #1 overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. And if that happens, the front office knows one thing. You can't throw a rookie QB into the fire without weapons. The good news? The foundation is already there. You've got a dynamic running back in Ashton Jeanty, who showed flashes of being a true offensive centerpiece last season. You've got a rising star at tight end in Brock Bowers, a matchup nightmare who can stretch the seam and dominate the middle of the field. But Raider Nation, there's still something missing. A true field stretcher, a receiver who forces defenses to back up, a guy who makes safeties nervous the moment he lines up on the outside. And that's where things get very interesting. Because one of the fastest vertical threats in the entire NFL is about to hit free agency. Last season, this receiver led the entire league in yards per reception, averaging an incredible 21. 3 yards every time he touched the ball. Think about that for a second. Every catch, over 21 yards. That kind of speed changes how defenses play you. Corners have to respect the deep ball, safeties can't cheat toward the run, and suddenly the entire offense opens up. And guess what? The Raiders are being mentioned as one of the teams most likely to pursue him when free agency opens. But that's only one possibility, because there's also another name out there, and this one is much bigger. We're talking about a 4-time Pro Bowl wide receiver, a veteran who just came off a season with 85 receptions and over 1,000 yards, proving he still has elite production even after battling back from a major knee injury. And now, he's about to become a free agent after being released. Even more interesting? There's already a connection between him and the Raiders coaching staff. Both Clint Kubiak and Andrew Janocko have worked with him before. They know exactly what he can do and what he can bring to an offense trying to build around a young quarterback. Now imagine this scenario. A rookie franchise QB arrives in Las Vegas. Behind him is a powerful running game with Jeanty. In the middle of the field, Bowers is dominating linebackers. And on the outside, there's either a blazing deep threat who led the league in explosive plays, or a veteran superstar who has terrorized defenses for nearly a decade. That's the kind of offensive transformation Raider Nation has been waiting for. So in this video, we're going to break it all down. Why the Raiders desperately need a true deep threat. Why this young vertical receiver could be the perfect fit. And why the front office might instead take a gamble on a big-name veteran playmaker. Because if even one of these moves happens, the Raiders' passing attack in 2026 could look completely different. And trust me, Raider Nation, the names being connected to the silver and black right now might surprise you. Let me ask you something real quick. How often do we see a wide receiver in his prime hit free agency? Not a declining veteran, not a role player, but a 25-year-old deep threat who just led the entire NFL in one of the most explosive stats for receivers. Because that exact situation might be about to happen. And guess what? The Las Vegas Raiders are already being mentioned as a serious landing spot. And if this move happens, it could give the future franchise quarterback Fernando Mendoza the type of weapon that completely changes the Raiders' offense. We're talking about wide receiver Alec Pierce. But before we break down why this move actually makes a lot of sense for the Raiders, do me a quick favor, Raider Nation. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're pushing to reach 2,000 subscribers, and every single one of you helps grow the Raider Nation community here. All right. Let's talk about why this potential move could be one of the most underrated signings of the entire offseason. A rare free agency opportunity. First off, this situation is rare. Receivers entering free agency at 25 years old and coming off productive seasons don't hit the market very often. But that's exactly what's happening with Alec Pierce. When the new league year opens on March 11th, Pierce will officially become one of the most intriguing wide receivers available. And the reason teams are going to be interested is simple: explosiveness. Last season, Pierce led the entire league in yards per reception with an incredible 21, 3 yards per catch. Think about that number that means every time he caught the football, the offense was gaining more than 2 first downs on average. That kind of vertical threat is exactly what stretches defenses. Why the Raiders need a player like that? Now let's look at the Raiders' offense. Right now, the team actually has some really exciting young pieces. You've got star running back Ashton Jeanty. You've got one of the best young tight ends in football in Brock Bowers. And everything points toward the Raiders selecting Fernando Mendoza with the first overall pick in the draft. That's a fantastic foundation for a rookie quarterback. But there's still something missing in this: a true vertical field stretcher, the kind of receiver who forces safeties, who punishes defenses if they stack the box, and who opens up space for everyone else. That's exactly what Alec Pierce does. How Pierce would change the... Imagine this scenario, Raider Nate. Defenses are trying to stop the run against Ashton Jeanty. They're worried about Brock Bowers attacking the middle of the field. And suddenly, you've got Alec Pierce running deep routes down the sideline. Safeties can't cheat toward the run anymore. Linebackers can't sit in shallow zone. Everything opens up. That's the type of ripple effect a deep threat creates. And for a young quarterback like Mendoza, having a receiver who can win one-on-one downfield is huge. Sometimes a rookie just needs to throw the ball up and let his receiver make a play. Pierce is exactly that kind of weapon. The money factor. Now here's the reality, Raider Nation. Pierce is not going to come cheap. He's already made it clear that he wants a big contract, a chance to be a WR1, and honestly, I get it. The good news for the Raiders? They have the resources. The team currently sits among the NFL leaders in available salary cap space, meaning they absolutely have the financial flexibility to make a serious offer. And if Pierce is looking for a place where he can become a featured receiver, the Raiders might actually be the perfect situation. The competition. But here's where things get interesting. The Raiders won't be alone. Several other teams are expected to pursue Pierce aggressively, including the Washington Commanders, the New York Jets, the Tennessee Titans. And those teams could drive the price up quickly. Free agency bidding wars happen fast in the NFL. So if the Raiders truly want Pierce, they might need to act early and aggressively. My take as a Raiders fan. Now, Raider Nation, here's my honest opinion. This move actually makes a lot of sense, because Pierce doesn't need 150 targets to make an impact. His value comes from explosive plays. One deep catch can flip field position instantly. And if the Raiders are serious about helping their rookie quarterback succeed right away, adding a player like Pierce could be one of the smartest offensive moves of the offseason. It's the type of signing that might not dominate headlines, but could quietly transform the entire offense. Raider Nation, your turn. Now I want to hear from you, Raider Nation. Would you sign Alec Pierce in free agency? Do you think he could become the WR1 in Las Vegas? Or should the Raiders look somewhere else to upgrade the receiver room? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. Raider Nation, we might be looking at one of the biggest surprise moves of the entire offseason. A 4-time Pro Bowl wide receiver is about to hit the market. A player who just put up over 1,000 receiving yards last season. And now reports say the Las Vegas Raiders could be one of the top landing spots for him. Yes, I'm talking about Stefon Diggs. After being released by the New England Patriots, Diggs is heading back to free agency. And there's a real possibility he could end up wearing silver and black next season. But the real question, Raider Nation, is this: would Diggs actually make sense for the Raiders' rebuild, especially with a rookie quarterback likely coming in? We're going to break it all down in today's video. But first, if you love Raiders news and want to stay updated every single day, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to Raiders Nation Update. We're pushing hard to reach 2,000 subscribers, and every single Raider fan who joins the channel helps grow this community. All right, Raider Nation, let's talk about what could be a very interesting move for Las Vegas. Diggs is hitting free agency again. For the 4th time in 4 years, Stefon Diggs is about to have a new NFL home. Reports say the Patriots will officially release him when the NFL free agency begins next week. And the reason? Money. If the Patriots had kept Diggs past the start of the new league year, an additional $6 million in his contract would have become guaranteed. Instead, they're choosing to move on. But here's the interesting part. Despite the release, Diggs actually had a very productive season. In 2025, he finished with 85 receptions, 1,013 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns, and that made him the Patriots' leading receiver. Not bad for a guy who was still recovering from a torn ACL in 2024. So from a pure football perspective, this is still a player who can produce at a high level. Why the Raiders are being linked to... Now let's talk about why the Raiders are being mentioned as a potential landing spot. First, look at the offensive situation. The Raiders are expected to draft quarterback Fernando Mendoza with the #1 pick in the NFL draft. If that happens, the team will be building around a rookie franchise quarterback. And if there's one thing rookie QBs need, it's reliable veteran receivers. Right now, the Raiders have exciting young pieces like Brock Bowers, Ashton Jeanty, But at wide receiver, the room still needs a true proven playmaker, especially after the team traded Jacoby Myers to the Jacksonville Jaguars during the season. That's where Diggs enters the picture. The connection with the Raiders coaching staff. Another reason this rumor has traction is the coaching. Raiders head coach Clint Kubiak and offensive coordinator Andrew Janocko both worked with Diggs during his early years with the Minnesota Vikings. That's when Diggs truly became a star, and so they know exactly what kind of player he is. Elite route runner, strong hands, competitive mentality, big game performer. Those relationships could make Las Vegas a comfortable destination for the risks involved. Now, Raider Nation, we have to talk about the other side of this story, because signing Diggs wouldn't be risk-free. First, he's 32 years old. Second, he has had some locker room drama throughout his career. And third, there's currently an ongoing legal situation involving felony strangulation and misdemeanor charges tied to an alleged incident with his personal chef. His next court appearance is scheduled for April 1st, which is weeks after free agency. That means teams could hesitate until they know whether the National Football League plans to issue any discipline. So, while Diggs is still extremely talented, there's definitely some risk attached. Why Diggs could still be perfect for the Raiders. But let me give you the other side of the argument, Raider Nation. Even at 32, Diggs is still a 1,000-yard receiver. And for a rookie quarterback like Mendoza, having a veteran who knows how to get open, run precise routes, beat coverage can make a massive difference. Just look at the impact veteran receivers have had on young quarterbacks around the league. Sometimes that experienced target becomes the security blanket a rookie QB needs to develop. My take as a Raiders fan. Now here's my honest opinion, Raider Nation. If the contract is reasonable, I actually like the idea. Because the Raiders are trying to rebuild quickly, and surrounding a rookie quarterback with young talent and veteran leadership is the smartest approach. Diggs wouldn't need to be the long term, but for the next 2 seasons, he could be exactly what this offense needs while Mendoza develops. Raider Nation, what do you think? Now I want to hear from you. Should the Raiders sign Stefon Diggs? Or should the team focus on younger receivers in free agency or the draft? Drop your opinion in the comments. Would you welcome Diggs to the silver and black? Or would you pass on this move? Outro and Raider Nation, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like the video and subscribe to Raiders Nation Update. We're pushing hard toward 2,000 subscribers, and your support helps this channel grow every single day. Thank you for watching. And as always, Raider Nation, just win, baby.